I welcome you all to the next session of the chapter Molecular Basis of Inheritance. Okay, in the previous class, we had studied about the DNA, and I mean the morphology, correct? So, how is it made up of? It's like a ladder, correct? And there are two rails, and with the steps, it resembles in that way. So, we also discussed that what are the components present in the DNA. Further, we will be learning in detail about these components. Okay, so in today's class we will learn and continue with the concept DNA. Okay, so among these concepts we are with the first foremost topic, that is the DNA. Fine. So we had studied that the DNA is made up of major three components. What are the three components? Yes, it is phosphate and sugar, especially very important component because it forms as a backbone, back strength for the DNA molecule, and along with that we have nitrogen bases, correct? So in that we had studied about pentose sugars. Correct? We had studied one of the component of the DNA, that is sugar molecule. We have two types of sugar molecule. Hope you all recall it, that it is as ribose sugar molecule and deoxyribose sugar molecule. So because of the presence of sugar molecule present in the particular type of nucleic acid, it has been named prefixly with that thing. Correct? Like in case for DNA, it is having deoxyribose, correct? So that is why it is being prefixed as deoxyribonucleic acid. In the same way, for RNA, what type of sugar is present in RNA? It is ribose sugar, hence the name ribonucleic acid or ribose nucleic acid, correct? So the prefix which is given to the nucleic acid, to nucleic acids, it is based on the sugar molecule that it is having, because it is differing in only sugar molecule. Rest of the nitrogen bases and phosphate group is present. Again, there lies a simple difference in nitrogen bases in DNA and RNA. So that is also to be considered. So there is a difference in sugar as well as nitrogen base in the DNA and RNA. So in that we are studying about nitrogen bases. How many types of nitrogen bases are there? What are the nitrogen bases? Okay, that is we are studying now. So nitrogen bases are nothing but nitrogen containing heterocyclic compounds. So what are nitrogen bases? Nitrogen bases are nothing but these are nitrogen containing heterocyclic compounds. Nitrogen containing heterocyclic compounds. See, nitrogen, the name itself has the nitrogen there. So it is very easy for us to understand that it is having nitrogen. It contains nitrogen and it is a heterocyclic compound. Hope you know about homocyclic and heterocyclic compounds, correct? So these nitrogen bases are made up of heterocyclic compound with different elements present in the compound, correct? So the name given it as heterocyclic compound. All right. Now in nitrogen bases we have two types. How many types of nitrogen bases are there? There are two types of nitrogen bases, which are purines and pyrimidines. So it is also called as substituted purines because of the chemical modifications which are taking place in this purines or nitrogen bases. Okay, so purines is first type of the nitrogen bases. Now let us see what does purine consist of. Purines are nine-membered dicyclic, nine-membered dicyclic. It is also called as double ring. Erad cycle anta, correct? Double ring nitrogen bases, where these two rings are joined at the fourth and fifth position of the carbon atom. Fourth and fifth position. Fourth position and fifth position of each of the carbon atoms. So how can we remember the definition for purines easily? So definition ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, here again if they ask the definition like this, you have to be able to understand what is it. Is it purine, pyrimidine, or any other definitions which are given in this chapter? Okay, now when the question is asked, there are 9-membered dicyclic or double nitrogen bases where the two rings are connected with fourth and fifth carbon atom. The question is there. So for that they will give a different multiple choices. Now to select the correct answer, now as you're learning this concept, it will be very easy for you. But next, with all the chapters together, with all the contents together, if you try to answer it, it'll become little tricky. So this is one of the very helpful mnemonics for you to remember. Okay, just make a note or a keynote when you're learning this as like this. 9-membered purines we are talking about. Purines ali, they are having 9 carbon atoms. 9-membered, double cyclic, okay, or dicyclic, and these both are joined at fourth and fifth carbon atoms. Remember this mnemonics. Is it easy? Yes or no? Correct? So ಇದು 9, ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಡೀ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲೇ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಮೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ದಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಅವೇರ್ of this mnemonics, which was very helpful trick for you. Okay, so here nitrogens we have to consider, because nitrogen bases are what? They are nitrogen containing compounds. Ee nitrogen yav position ide, we say it is heterocyclic compound because it is having different elements, right? So among that it is also having nitrogen. So where is this nitrogen present? Again, this positions is also very important. 1, 3, 7 and 9th position of the carbon atom is having nitrogen molecule. Okay, so along with this purines, along with this you have to remember the code 13579. I hope you all, sorry, 5 isn't there, you know about the odd numbers, correct? What are the odd numbers? What are the odd numbers? Odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, correct? But here fifth position we are not considering. Just leave out that and write only 1, 3, 7 and 9. So remember the odd numbers, leaving out the fifth number. 1, 3, 7 and 9. So these 4 positions contain nitrogen. Okay, so this is the mnemonic for purine. Okay, along with that, there is one more important thing for you to remember. Purines ali ಎಷ್ಟು nitrogen bases, what are the different types of bases present in purines is what we are learning now. Okay, so these purines again are of 2 types. What are the 2 types of purines present now? So one is adenine, okay, adenine, which is also denoted in capital letter A, and another one is guanine. Okay, guanine. Adenine and guanine are the 2 types of purines. Here you have to carefully remember that purines are A and G. Purines are A and G, because when we learn about pyrimidines, again there are 2 types. There also you have to learn about the different pyrimidines. There is chances of getting confused between purines and pyrimidines. Okay, just remember carefully that purines again they are A and G. Okay, adenine and guanine. Fine. So here both of these purines are present in both the nucleic acid. ಎರಡು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ we can find the adenine as well as guanine. That is also the point to be remembered. One more question will come on this. Okay, what are the nitrogen bases which are present on both the nucleic acid? So A and G of purines are present both in DNA as well as RNA. This is the structure for adenine and guanine. So in purines only, when we learned the definition, what did we say? It is a 9-membered carbon atom, correct? Which is having two cyclic compounds, two cyclic or dicyclic compound which has been attached, correct? It is attached at 4th and 5th position of the carbon atom, correct? And where are the nitrogens present? 1, 3, 7 and 9. And what are the two different types of purines? A and G, adenine and guanine. So this is about purines. Sentence alli kategolu bariyo tara ಏನilla ಇಲ್ಲಿ, if to remember only this simple mnemonics ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ನು ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಡೆನಿನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ವಾನಿನ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಅಡೆನಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 2 cycle. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 2 cycles, 2 carbon cycle. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? 9 ಇದೆ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. ಸೊ 9 carbon atoms. It is having 4th and 5th position ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? It is joined. 4th and 5th position ಅಲ್ಲಿ both the cycles are joined. Okay na? And 1, 3, 7, 9 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು? It should have nitrogens. 1, 3, 7 and 9. Correct? So 1, 3, 7, 9 ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is having nitrogens. Correct? So this structure, again, if they ask the structure, you have to identify what type of compound is this. Okay, there are chances of asking even to identify what molecule is this by giving the structure of the chemical compound. So this is about purines of the nitrogen bases A and G, adenine and guanine. Okay, now, so now we will come to substituted pyrimidines. So what are the two types of nitrogen bases? Purines and pyrimidines. These are the two types of nitrogen bases. Again, in purines we had 2 types. Now in pyrimidines also we have 2 different types of pyrimidines. 2 and also +1 with the exchange between the DNA and RNA. There is a simple exchange of one of the pyrimidine in DNA and RNA. Let us see what is it. What is that difference in DNA and RNA? Okay, fine. So what are pyrimidines now? Purines, we said it is 9-membered ring. Here pyrimidines are 6-membered, only single cycle, not dicyclic, monocyclic or single ring. And here nitrogen bases are present at only 1 and 3 positions. Ali eshtu 4 kade ittu nitrogens. 1, 3, 7 and 9. Illi 1 and 3. So just comparatively study, you will remember. So pyrimidines na navu yav tara mnemonics madbodu iga. Pyrimidines 6-membered monocyclic. Ille 1 cycle ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಲ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೇ you have to understand it is only having 1 cycle. Monocyclic. Okay, 6-membered ring, monocyclic. And where are nitrogens present? Nitrogens present at 1 and 3. So illi even numbers barodhe illa purines as well as pyrimidines alli. You have to remember only odd numbers, leaving out the 5. 1, 3, 7 and 9 in purines. Illi 1 and 3 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. 6 membered monocyclic 1 and 3rd position ಅಲ್ಲಿ we have the nitrogen, presence of nitrogen. So na ಹೇಳ್ದೆ it is having 2 types, but because of the exchange or difference in RNA, we have to study all the 3 types of pyrimidines. Now what are the 3 types of pyrimidines? Cytosine, thymine and uracils. So these 3 are the examples for pyrimidines. So again, question keltare, with giving all these 3 plus 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. So 5 ನ club ಮಾಡಿ different MCQs ಮಾಡಿ question will be asked, identify the purines out of it, identify the pyrimidines out of it ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ A and G, adenine and guanine. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ pyrimidines ಅಲ್ಲಿ we have CTU. ಓಕೆನಾ? Or you can make it as CUT, cut. Alva, simple. CUT, easy to remember. CUT, cut. Adali AG, adali CUT, cut. So this is simple mnemonic for you to not get confused between purine and pyrimidine. So pyrimidine yavadu gottagide nimge. It is cytosine, thymine and uracil. Okay na? So again in this some different structural formula and molecular formula will be there. That is why it has been given into 3 different pyrimidines. Godaita? Okay. So those who are still screening the video without subscribing the channel, kindly subscribe for more videos and for more benefits from the channel Triple T Academy. Okay. So you will be getting information based on your board exam, CET exams, okay, and also with the newly updated informations from the websites. Everything you will be getting here. So kindly subscribe the channel and just check it out every day for more and more information. So we also have the WhatsApp channel along with that, and the Telegram channel, Telegram group, and the application Triple T Live Learn app. Okay, in all these things, we are primarily focusing on the benefits for the students. Okay, so from our side, you will be getting 100% genuine informations, and which will be very helpful for you, and you will be getting it. You will be getting the updates very quickly as soon as it is updated in the website. So please kindly join the channels and make the best out of it. Okay. So in the Live Learn app also we have many recorded sessions for you to get revised with the difficult topics from your side. You can go check, revise, attend mock tests and many more things. Okay. Now we will be continuing with the pyrimidines. So we said there are 3 different types of pyrimidines. That is cut. Cut andre no? Cytosine, uracil and thymine. So in that first one, cytosine. So cytosine, it is present in both DNA and RNA. So alli en helidvi navu in case of purines eradu A and G, adenine and guanine are present in both DNA and RNA. But illi solpa exceptions ide. Here cytosine is present. Cytosine matra in pyrimidines is present in both DNA and RNA. Again the question, expected question illun barutte. Cytosine is present in both the type of nucleic acid, DNA as well as RNA. But inna eradu U and T, uracil and thymine, is not that case. Uracil is respective to only RNA. Thymine is only present in DNA. Okay. So that is the difference, and that are the most expected questions for you. So this is the structure for cytosine. Okay. Molecular formula ಏನಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but just concentrate on these exceptions. Okay na, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, Only that type of questions are asked. Okay, so cytosine ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಅಂದರೆ both the type of nucleic acid. But thymine is found only in DNA. ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ಲ, thymine is only present in DNA. Uracil only present in RNA. Okay, this is the swap happening in DNA and RNA. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ RNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, thymine is replaced by uracil. That is the exchange done. Okay, this is the structure for thymine. Uracil occurs only in RNA, ribonucleic acid or ribonucleotides. Okay na? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, 5-methyl uracil is also another synonym for thymine. Okay na? So here 5-methyl uracil is not the name for uracil. ಇಲ್ಲಿ uracil ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ uracil ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು MCQ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ then you will lose marks. So think, that is why I have given in this sentence, because there are more chances for you to consider that 5-methyl uracil is another synonym for uracil. No, that is not the case. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು, ಥೈಮಿನ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ 5-methyl uracil. Okay, 5-methyl uracil, because it is having the change in the 5th carbon atom, which is replaced with methyl. That is why there is only small difference. Nodi, the uracil, wait a minute, uracil, this is the uracil, correct? Illi thymine alli enagutte, 5th position alli it is replaced with CH3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ methyl group. ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH ಇರೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, CH3 ಆದಾಗ that will become thymine. Structure for thymine ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದು. So that is why thymine ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಏನಿದೆ, 5-methyl uracil. uracil ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನೇ ಅದು thymine ಕೂಡ, but 5th position alli matra it is having quite a difference in this methyl group. Addition of methyl group, difference in the name ashte. Uracil will become thymine. So 5th position alli we could expect that there is the entry of methyl group, and thus it becomes entirely new structure, that is thymine. Okay na? So ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದು, ಎರಡೇ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೆಸ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಾರ್ದು ವಿತ್ ಪಿರಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್ A and G. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ನೆಮೋನಿಕ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪಿರಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು, 9-membered ring. 9-membered, it is having dicyclic, ಎರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು 4th and 5th ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. 1, 3, 7, 9 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದೆ. A and G are the 2 types of purines. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6-membered monocyclic, ಸೊ ಏನು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, 1 and 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ಸ್? ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೋತ್. ಇದು ಎರಡು ಬೋತ್ DNA and RNA ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ DNA ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ RNA. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು, U and T. Uracil exclusively in RNA, thymine exclusively in DNA. One more thing to remember, thymine ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು 5-methyl uracil. So this is a short mnemonics for you, or a trick for you to remember the whole thing. Purines, pyrimidines, ಇಷ್ಟು ತನಕ ನಾವು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟುದ್ದ ಓದಿದ್ವಿ. ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು ರೀಡ್ ಆಟ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಷ್ಟು ತಾಳ್ಮೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೀ ನೋಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. to remember the things about purines and pyrimidines. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ you can get almost more than 25 questions. different 25 questions ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಇದರಿಂದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಿಂದ 25 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಿಂದ 25ಗಿನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. Okay, out of that so many questions you will get based on the scoreboard which we saw in the previous class. ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ DNA, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 3 to 4 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನೋಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೌನ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ this is about purines and pyrimidines. Next, we are going to learn about the last component of the DNA. Third component of DNA. So, yavdu nitrogen bases and sugar. Correct? Pentose sugar. So, the third one is phosphoric acid, which is also called as phosphate group. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು? ಫಾಸ್ಫೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ನ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ, ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ H3PO4 ಅಥವಾ PO43 ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಫಾಸ್ಫೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ is having covalent bond that is connected to the sugar. Sugar ಮತ್ತೆ phosphate ಎರಡು ನಾವು backbone ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So of course these both should be connected. So it is connected with covalent bond. Again, one more question. What type of bond is present between phosphate group and the sugars? Covalent bonds. Different bonds ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, like phosphate bond, diphosphate or ionic bond, covalent bond. Okay, many more options ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಅವಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ covalent bond which is connected to the sugar. So this is the backbone. As we are telling from the last session, it is the important backbone. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು phosphate sugar molecule ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಬೋನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಬೋನ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇಸ್ PS ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ sugar molecule. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ನಮಗೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 3 hydroxyl groups. Okay, so presence of phosphate group is helping the DNA molecule in attaching the incoming new bonds. So where is it present? It is present at the 3' region. Now here we DNA is having 3' to 5' polarity and 5' to 3' polarity, correct? So it is anti-parallel. So exactly at the third position third carbon atom is free with what? It is having phosphate group here. Okay, it is having phosphate group. Third position alli matra phosphate group irutte, and phosphate group alli OH irodrinda, OH is a functional group which is helping in attaching the bonds with the different other elements. So this is called as the binding site athwa any kind of bonding site. The third 3' region. Okay, any bonds, any new atom should be attached at the 3' region because it is having phosphate group. And because one more thing here to remember about phosphate, because of the phosphate group, DNA is what charged? It is very good, it is negatively charged. DNA negatively charged ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ? Because of the presence of phosphate group. ಅದರಿಂದನೇ it has got negative charge. All right. Then, So this association between phosphoric acid in the nucleotide is also providing the acidic trait. As we said, this is having an negative charge and also it is providing the acidic trait. Okay, it is giving some acidic trait as well. Acidic character would be a phosphoric acid because it is an acid, correct? Phosphoric acid is also giving some acidic character into the DNA. Okay, so again we are telling about the TTT LiveLearn app because it is providing us many useful features. You can use it anytime, anywhere. You can always visualize all the recorded videos and also ask if any queries with the given numbers over here. And we also have the website of Triple-T Academy. Kindly go into it. We have also given many question papers. We have updated with all the notifications there. So make it a use. Along with that, admissions have been started. KCET and NEET admissions have been started. So kindly hurry up and get admit to the Triple-T Academy because it is one of the best institutions which is providing you all the necessary arrangements or the facilities which are very helpful for your exam purpose. Okay, so in the point of view of your competitive exams as well as board exams, it is providing us with a lot of information and also the study materials which is giving our publications, everything. Kindly make it a use, and you can also get many features in our institution, like in case we are having complete coverage of all the chapters, and along with that we conduct mock tests for every chapter which has been completed, and we as the faculties of Triple-T Academy will be anytime ready for you to help with any kind of confusions or queries regarding your syllabus. Okay, and also we pay individual attention, solve your confusions or problems with any kind of chapter or concepts. And also LiveLearn app provides you the recorded sessions. That is very important because most of you will not get in one stretch only, right? If I keep explaining, okay, most of you, I can expect 99% of you will understand the thing, understand the concept, but again you need to get revised. Okay, that is also one of the thing which should be considered. So for that revision, you can get the recorded sessions as well. You can go through as many as times you need till you clear that concept. Okay, kindly register now by contacting the given numbers over here, and also you can mail if any queries and make a use of it. Okay, we also have smart classrooms which is having a beautiful infrastructure, very comfortable placings, and the smart boards. We also show you the animative videos of the concepts, which is anything which you visualize and study will get registered in your mind for a longer time. Okay, so we try our best to help you with the 100% effort. Okay, so kindly make it a use. Again, speaking about the WhatsApp channel and the Telegram group, the application, please download it and make it a benefit out of it. Okay, so we also give a personal guidance by contacting the numbers. You will also get a counseling about your career or while choosing the fields or streams which you need to get in through. Okay, so these are the study materials which have been provided with all the subjects. We have PCMB, all 4 subjects with respect to CET, NEET and also JEE exams. So this is having complete concise information of all the concepts. Okay, it's not like a full Ramayana Mahabharata enta illa idralli. Okay, it is all having a shortcut and very useful. Small concepts ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು, and you can also read it easily. It is in a simple English. Okay, so kindly purchase it by contacting us. So these are the study materials, and we've also started with the admissions of KCET separately and KCET with NEET based on your intention of getting into the course. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ KCET ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ KCET separately you can take, or KCET NEET ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you can take this course. Okay, so for any further information kindly contact the given numbers. So let us solve few MCQs till whatever we have learned in today's class now. So the number of nucleotides in 5 andre bacteriophage idu correct 5 into 174. 5 andre the number numerical 5 alla, it is a term, it's a ratio. Okay na, this is a angle ratio anta karitivi idanna. Okay, so this the number of nucleotides eštide in bacteriophage, you have to remember the number properly here. So what is the right answer? The right answer is the 5386. So eštide 5386 nucleotides are present in the normal bacteriophage. Again bacteriophage alli lambda bacteriophage ide, ಇದು 5 into 174 bacteriophage ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ this is the calculation, 5 into 174. This is one calculation done. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫಿಗರ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will get this number 5386 nucleotides ಇದೆ. Next, base pairs in haploid content of human DNA. How many base pairs are present in haploid content of human DNA? As we discussed, ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ, ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ 3.3 into 10 raise 9 base pairs. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ DNA, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ 3.3 into 10 raise 9. ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ DNA and RNA. Again I told you that ಯಾವುದು pyrimidine is present in both DNA and RNA? Very good, it is cytosine. Next, nuclein term was given by Miss Chaw. Okay, it was given by Miss Chaw. Then the backbone in a polynucleotide chain is formed due to backbone. So what is the right answer? 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ. What are the backbone molecules or components for polynucleotide? Polynucleotide chain ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ, DNA ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ. Don't get confused, okay? So very good, we already know that it is phosphate and sugar. So what are the combinations? 1 and 2. Next, purines include. What are purines? ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ A and G ಅಂತ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಅಗ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. 1 and 2 na, 3 na, 1 and 2. Yes. Next, which of the following statements are wrong with respect to molecular structure of DNA? Molecular structure ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ DNAದು. ಯಾವುದು ರಾಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. The two polynucleotide chains are anti-parallel, is it right? Right. Then, backbone of polynucleotide chain are made up of sugar, base and phosphates. Howda? No. Then, the two polynucleotide chains are complementary. Of course, they are complementary. Then, nucleotides are linked through 3' towards 5' by phosphodiester linkages. Of course, it is through the 3' to 5' phosphodiester. Phosphodiester linkage. So, illi namage backbone sure ide, it is only sugar and phosphate. Illi base anta barabadittu. So, that is the wrong statement. Next, identify the correct statement here. I held alla ide thara questions baradu nimage. Purines alli yavudadu barutte, pyrimidines yavudu. So, like that you will get. So, purines include A and G. So, this is, we are very sure, correct? 2 nucleotides are linked through 5' to 3' ester bond anta bere idya? No, we don't have that. Crick used the term nuclein? No, it was Mischa. Amala, DNA is usually a single stranded? No, we know that DNA is a twisted double-stranded helical molecule. So, the right answer is purines. Very good. So, what are nucleosides now? Nucleosides andre eno? Nucleosides and nucleotides, these are differences you have to remember. Nucleotides and nucleosides. Nucleotides andre eno? Nucleosides andre eno anta gottirabeku. Simple difference with only one letter, that is T and S. Nucleotides andre eno? We said 3 components. Nucleoside andre eno? We have to remember it is having only 2 components. Yavdu? It is having only pentose sugar and nitrogen base. Idralli enilla. Phosphate group is not present in nucleoside. It is having only pentose sugar and nitrogen base. So, the condensation product, eradu products, both the both the components of the DNA, that is pentose sugar and nitrogen base, are both linked together. They are the condensation product of pentose sugar and nitrogen base. It is called as nucleoside. Ishte. Idu nucleotide, nucleoside. Nucleotide alli 3 components ide, nucleoside alli 2 components ide, living behind the phosphate group. This is the simple difference between nucleotide and nucleoside. Okay na? So, illi the bond is very important. We said it is having only sugar and nitrogen base. Ee sugar matte nitrogen base madhyadalli yava bond? We said it is a condensation product. Eradu combine agide to form a nucleoside. So, how is it combined? What type of bond is present? Bond is glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond ide idralli. Okay na? So, we have glycosidic bond between sugar and nitrogen. Again, a tip to remember here is glyco. Glyco is something respect to sugar. Glucose, glycose ivella, glycogen ivella sugar do components, correct? Different elements of sugar. So, glycosidic ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. Glyco something sugar. The glycosidic bond is present between sugar and nitrogen base. Okay, the ಎರಡು question ಬಂತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Next, in purines nucleoside, ಈಗ purine ಮತ್ತೆ pyrimidine ಅಂತ ಓದಿದ್ವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? 2 different type of nitrogen bases. As it is having a nitrogen bases, it is very necessary for us to learn about the nitrogen bases as well here. So, purine nucleoside alli enide? Purine nucleoside glycosidic bond is between first and with the 9th nitrogen atom of the purine. So, again recall students, purine ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಬರೆದ್ವಿ diagramming 9 ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? 9 ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ವಿ because it is 9-membered ring. Again, so 9-membered ring ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಸಿಡಿಕ್, ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್. ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದೇ ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ವಿಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಶುಗರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಾವು 1 9 ಏನೇ ಬರೆದ್ರು we have to remember it is all of the carbon position ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ದು ಶುಗರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ we have glycosidic bond with the nitrogen base of which carbon atom here? we are having with the ninth atom. Ninth position alli. So ninth position alli it is been linked with the glycosidic bond. Okay, so illi purines nucleoside, purine nucleoside ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the bond, glycosidic bond between the first carbon atom of the pentose sugar and with the ninth nitrogen atom. Ninth nitrogen atom correct idea? 1, 3, 7 and 9 alle tane nitrogen irodu, so 9 allu ide. Fine. So illi sugar alli first carbon atom and ninth nitrogen jotege, first carbon atom jotege ninth nitrogen atom jotege difference ide illi ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶುಗರ್ is linked with the ninth nitrogen atom. So this is again the mnemonic for you to remember and jot it down. Purine alli first carbon atom of the sugar, ninth nitrogen atom of the purines or nucleo nitrogen base. Okay na? ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದನೇ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಡೆನೋಸಿನ್, ಗ್ವಾನೋಸಿನ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಡೆನೋಸಿನ್ ಗ್ವಾನೋಸಿನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಡಿನೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಡಿನೈನ್ ಗ್ವಾನೈನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದಿ ಅಡೆನೋಸಿನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ಅಡೆನೋಸಿನ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ನೆನಪಾಗಬೇಕು. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ the nucleoside. It's not a nucleotide, it is a nucleoside. Nucleoside ge examples, definition and examples idene. Definition ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ, condensation product of sugar and nitrogen bases, absence of phosphate group. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ examples ಏನೇನು? ಅಡಿನೋಸಿನ್, ಗ್ವಾನೋಸಿನ್ ಈ ಥರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, so this is the ninth nitrogen ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ with the first carbon atom. First carbon atom ninth nitrogen ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ with the help of glycosidic bond. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? This is purine nucleoside. pyrimidine nucleoside ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸು? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್, ನೈನ್ತ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ with the first nitrogen. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 and 1 of carbon atom of the pentose sugar and with the first nitrogen atom of the pyrimidine, C1N1. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು? 1 and 9th position, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? C1 and N9 ಇತ್ತು ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್. ಇದು ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು? ಪಿರಿಮಿಡಿನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್, pyrimidine nucleoside. Okay, so depending upon the pentose sugar, again pentose sugar ಯಾವ್ದು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಸರು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಪೆಂಟೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಇದ್ರೇನೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ರೈಬೋ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿ ರೈಬೋ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿ ರೈಬೋ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ in nucleosides, depending upon the sugar, it is classified into two types as ribo and deoxyribo. Purine and pyrimidine nitrogen bases. Idishtu nenpidkobeku of the nucleosides. Okay, so nucleosides alli eradu purine nucleoside and pyrimidine nucleoside, and this position also you have to remember. Okay, yeah. So uracil alli enide? Uracil exclusively present in the ribose sugar, correct? While thymine only present in deoxy. Adu nucleosides guno it is whole good. It holds good for both the nucleotide and as well as nucleosides. So AG, purines, cytosine, pyrimidine, ಮೂರುನು produce nucleoside with ribose as well as deoxyribose. ಈ ಮೂರು, because it is present in both DNA and RNA, it is present in both DNA and RNA. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ribose sugar, deoxyribose sugar ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? It's nothing but DNA and RNA. So ಈ ಮೂರು nitrogen bases are present in nitrogen bases of what? Nitrogen bases are present in DNA and RNA. Then deoxyadenosine. So respectively nucleoside ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? nucleoside ಬಂದ್ರೆ and presence of the in DNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ RNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ it is been named into different as deoxyadenosine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine and deoxythymidine. ಇದು DNA ಇರೋದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ಸ್, DNA ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ಸ್, DNA ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಇದೇ ಥರ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಡಿನಿನ್, ಗ್ವಾನಿನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಸೈಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ DNA ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ RNA ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಡೆನೋಸಿನ್, ಗ್ವಾನೋಸಿನ್, ಸೈಟಿಡಿನ್, ಯೂರಿಡಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡೋದಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ deoxy and of course not prefixing with ribose as well here. Okay, so remember the examples for DNA and RNA nucleosides. Got it? So idishtu important things in this slide. Let us solve few MCQs now. Energy currency of the cell. Energy currency of the cell yavadu? It is ATP, correct? ATP is the most important energy currency of the cell. ಆಮೇಲೆ chemical formula of deoxyribose sugar. Deoxyribose sugar ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So it is C5H10O4. O4 ಯಾಕೆ? There is deficiency of one oxygen because deoxy, one oxygen removal ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದೇನೇ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು? C5H10O5 ಇರೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ನ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಶುಗರ್ ಇನ್ RNA. ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿ ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಇದೆಯಾ RNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಟೇಬಲ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್. ಓಕೆ. So with respect to the DNA, now it is having acidic substance. Acidic substance is present and this was identified by Frederick Mister in 1869. Illi first one question year mail kelbodu, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಒಂದು ಹೋಯ್ತು. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಹೆಸರು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಹೆಸರು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿನ್. ಅವರು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ he could see some substance, acidic substance, but ಇನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು DNA ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ acidic substance, acidity ಇದೆ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ he could identify it. Okay, so based on that he had given the name nuclein. DNA ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಸರು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿನ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದೇನು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಬೇಬಿ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್ ಸೆರೆಮನಿ one more name you will get, correct? In the same way, even this DNA, our cute little DNA also have two names. So first name ಏನಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿನ್. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ DNA ಅಂತ they have given the universal name. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ point to be remembered, acidic because of phosphate. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಿಸ್ಚರ್ and the year 1869 and nuclein. Ishtu points to be remembered. So again, due to isolating the DNA, because it was very long polymer, correct? A polynucleotide chain anta helidvi now. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to isolate the DNA. Okay, because in that time there was no such more advanced technical or scientific equipments or knowledge to do that. Okay, so it was a very long polymer, and only in 1953, so 1869 ಅಲ್ಲಿ acidic substance ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಂಡಿಡಿದಿದ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ after so many years, see 1953 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, 1869 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಸೊ 1953 ಅಲ್ಲಿ there comes two important scientists, popular scientists, James Watson and Francis Crick. So why they became popular? Because of their experiment which was visualized in X-ray diffraction method. X-ray diffraction, important point. Again, 1953, remember James Watson and Francis Crick to be remembered. And or yaudra mukantra kandididu through X-ray diffraction data. Okay na? So this X-ray diffraction data was produced by another scientist called Wilkins. Okay, Wilkins and Franklin. So Morris Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಸೇರಿ ಈ X-ray diffraction data na produce ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So due to their help, they did a lot of research on it and they tried to discover the double helical structure of the DNA. Okay na? So double helical structure of DNA yaar kottidu first andre you have to remember James Watson and Francis Crick. So X-ray diffraction data adu yaar kottirodu? It is not James Watson, but it is produced by Morris Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. So these are all the points you have to remember now. So Rosalind Franklin was a student of Morris Wilkins. So these are student and teacher. Okay, Euro student agid Rosalind Franklin, and he was the teacher, Morris Wilkins. Okay, so they both in London while studying or while doing the research. Okay, research program only, they tried to give X-ray diffraction data on the DNA. Nodi itara kanastha idu. So in this visualization, the James Watson and Francis Crick were able to identify something with this X-ray diffraction data and tried to give us the information that DNA, the acidic substance which was present inside the nucleus, was double helical structure. Okay na? So it is made up of 2 strands of polynucleotide chain anta helidru. James Watson and Francis Crick told that these are made up of, DNA is made up of polynucleotide chains. 2 polynucleotide chains. Vandalla, 2, because it is double helical structure. So eradu irodrinda it is made up of 2 polynucleotide chains. Nucleotides e correct ah? So poly andre many nucleotides inda ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. Okay, so again one more scientist ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು Erwin Chargaff, very important. Erwin Chargaff's complementary base rule ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay na? So Erwin Chargaff's complementary base rule. Complementary base rule. What was that rule given by Erwin Chargaff? He said that in this double helical structure of the DNA, the ratio between the nitrogen bases, he said, ratio between the nitrogen bases andre eno, the purines gottide namage AG and pyrimidines cut, correct, CUT. So already A only pairs with thymine. What is it? A only pairs with thymine with double bond, and G only pairs with C, cytosine, guanine with 3 hydrogen bonds. Iduna he has not specified very precisely, but here complementary base pair rule alli navu ಏನು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು the ratio between adenine and thymine and that of between. Okay, the ratio between adenine and thymine and that of between guanine and cytosine are always constant and equal to 1. Constant and equal to 1. This is your base pair rule. So iduna neevu nenepidkobeku. The ratio between adenine and thymine and that between the guanine and cytosine is always equal to 1 and always constant. So this is the Erwin Chargaff's rule. Alright. Then, so because of the Wilkins X-ray diffraction data, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಕ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಟ್ಸನ್ಗೆ ವೆರಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ were awarded Nobel Prize in the year 1962 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. 1953 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಿದ್ದು, 1962 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ Nobel Prize ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, so these base pairs will always confers us a unique property to the chains. ಸೊ ಈ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದಾನೇ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತ ನಾವು ರಿಸೆಂಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಯುನೀಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಎ ಟಿ ಹತ್ರ ಪೇರ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಜಿ ಸಿ ಹತ್ರ ಪೇರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯುನೀಕ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? and these are always complementary. Complementary andreno, A always share its bonds, 2 hydrogen bonds with thymine, G always 3 hydrogen bonds with C bond in with cytosine. So idine namu complementary base pairing anta helodu. Idu it is happening between 2 polynucleotide chains. Okay, so that is why here if one of these strand acts as the template, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ DNA ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಡಾಟರ್ DNAs, ಕ್ಲೋನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ DNA ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೊಸ DNA ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಾಟರ್ DNA, ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ DNA, ಡಾಟರ್ DNA. These both are similar, identical with the semi-conservative method of DNA replication. Now what is semi-conservative? Next further classes alli namge artha agutte adar bagge. Okay, so idrindane the genetic implications of the structure of the DNA become very clear because of the unique property of the complementary base pairings. They are so specific and precise. All these different properties or characters of the DNA have led to the genetic studies of it. Okay, and it is also giving a clear knowledge about the DNA. Okay, now so James Watson and Francis Crick proposed the DNA which is having 2 polynucleotide chains which are helically coiled anta na gottide namge, correct? They are coiled polymers, and the major athwa yavaglu ನಾವು DNA na we will expect it in the B form. B form, D form anta ide. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ಗೆ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಥವಾ BDNA ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ DNA ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್ಗೆ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು BDNA, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆರ್ BDNA ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ರೈಟ್, ಸೊ DNA is formed with not only a few or ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕುವಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗಲ್ಲ, it is almost more than millions of deoxyribonucleotides. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು millions of deoxyribonucleotides combined to form a DNA molecule. Okay, DNA molecule ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, it is millions of deoxyribonucleotides. Okay, so let us solve few PYQs. The previous year questions, repeat agiro questions idella, so it is very important. Let us look at the question. Which of the following statements is correct? Yeah, statement correct ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Adenine pairs with thymine to 2 bonds, A, T, 2 hydrogen bonds. Of course the first statement is correct. Correcta? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ wait a minute. So next option ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Adenine pairs with thymine 1 bond. No, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ is the right answer because it is satisfying our complementary base pair rule. So right answer is first one. Next, purines found in both DNA and RNA. Purine ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ? A and G ಎರಡೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. So which is the right answer? Yeah, A and G ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? C. So the right answer is adenine and guanine. So 2017, 2019 ಎಲ್ಲ previous 5-6 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. Association of histone, I think this is not done still. We'll move on to the next question. The DNA molecule, the proportion of adenine in relation to thymine varies. Adenine thymine proportion vary agutta. There are 2 strands which run anti-parallel Yes, it is. Then the total amount of purine nucleotide in pyrimidine is not always equal. There are two strands which run in the parallel. No. So eitherly the right answer would be there are two strands which run anti-parallel directions. Correct? So thymine ಮತ್ತೆ adenine ವೇರಿ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ adenine and thymine ಪೇರ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ adenine thymine ಒಂದಿದ್ದು C and G ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ AT GC ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ pyrimidine ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಓಕೆ. Then there are two strands which run parallel. So il parallel and vantakshane namge hoytu question. That is false. Anti-parallel is the right answer. This was asked in 2008. Next, 2008 alle kediyodu. Which one of the following pairs are nitrogenous bases of nucleic acid is wrongly matched? Okay, again you have to remember the simple AG for purine, pyrimidine. pyrimidine ಗೆ ಕಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ? ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್ AG ಪ್ಯೂರಿನ್ಸ್. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು? ರಾಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಾ? ಇದು ರಾಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಾ? T and U pyrimidine, U and C pyrimidine. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ wrong match here? Adenine and thymine purines ಅಲ್ಲ. and ಇಲ್ಲಿ pyrimidines ಗೆ uracil and cytosine is correct. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ CUT ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, CU. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು thymine ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಂದ್ರು ಈ ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ pyrimidine only. ಓಕೆ. cytosine and uracil comes under pyrimidine. So remember this simple thing. Anti-parallel strands of DNA molecule asked in the question in the year 2006 of DNA molecule. Anti-parallel andre eno? One strand turns clockwise, one strand turns anti-clockwise. Phosphate group of two strands at their ends share the same position. The phosphate groups at the start of the two DNA strands are in opposite position. ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು. At the start of the two DNA are opposite. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ 3 ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು OH, which is having OH group. ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ OH ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, 3 OH ಇದೆ, 3 hydroxyls ಇದೆ. This is the right answer. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ 2 ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೊ ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ DNA. ಅಗೇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ we are informing you that the admissions have been started. Kindly registered with your applications and what course you are choosing. Based on that, we have different courses. Contact us and admit to the Triple T Academy. We have both offline as well as online courses. Okay, you can also join online classes or also offline classes. Okay. So kindly join for the crash course, okay, where we are trying to revise the complete portions of the CET and NEET, and we have already started the revision classes from December 4th. So those who are still interested can join and utilize it. Okay. So please kindly subscribe to our channel. Those who haven't still, kindly click on the bell button so that you will get immediate notifications for the updated videos. Okay. So thank you all. So let us continue with the next concept in the next class.